Hi everybody, Martyn flicking feathers again today, and I'm tying Gorrel's Hackle shrimp. This is a fantastic bonefish fly. Should probably be sitting like this so you can see what it looks like when it's fished. It's a fly that I've caught hundreds of bonefish on. A lot of people I know have done very well on it, but it's maybe not that popular. It's great for areas where there's like sparse grass, you know, there's maybe like 4 to 6 inches between the strands of grass on the sand, and broken coral as well. That's a good area for these. It doesn't do so well on like a pure white sandy bottom, but it's well worth having in your box. I've never used it anywhere and found it not to work, right? So as always, I'll put a materials list in the description, along with a link to the Patreon page for anyone who wants to support the channel, get access to the members only content, the monthly Zoom tie-in sessions, and be entered into the giveaways. Alternatively, you can subscribe, hit the bell button, that's all appreciated. Right, so I've got my hook and my vise. This is a Gamakatsu SL11-3H. It's the sort of standard flats hook, and this is a size 8. Quite a big hook, this. This is probably more like a size 6, 34-007, something like that. And I've run on some tan uni in 6/0. Use your preferred thread. Danville's flat wax nylon, something like that's fine. Tans, greys, olives, all work well. And I've put a couple of layers on, and I'm going to attach a set of bead chain eyes, sort of just above the hook point. So I'm going to take 6 straps in one direction, 6 in the other, have a wee look at it, and I'm going to run the thread back again. I always do this with the bead chain eyes and the dumbbell eyes. The extra grip that you get from running the thread along the shank really helps to stop it twisting. And I'll repeat my X wraps. Just check it, and I'll come over the eyes and under the hook. And then over the hook and under the eyes to tighten everything up. And that's very tight. Now I'm just going to take another few just to sort of build this up really, and I'll add a couple later. If you want, you can use some super glue. Folk ask you to do it, but to be honest, the super glue is no salt water safe. I mean, for a lot of people that's not an issue because they don't spend that much time fishing in the salt water, but for me, I find that the super glue will sort of go white and perish pretty quickly if it's got a lot of action. So I'm going to come in with some varnish over the top, and the varnish will soak in and seal all of that. Now the fly has a couple of antennae, and I'm just using pearl crystal flash, and I'm going to tie these in so they're about 1.5 hooks long. So just catch it on one side, fold it over, tie back, and I've come round the bend slightly so that they kind of stick up. Now a friend of mine likes me to tie these for him with black crystal flash or fluorescent orange crystal flash here. He reckons it's a bit more like a real antenna. It works either way, this fly really. I don't know that it makes any great deal of difference. So I'm going to take another bunch of crystal flash, and I've got don't know, 15 strands here, 20 strands, and I'm just going to sort of cut it so that the tips are not quite even. Then I'll tie this. Basically, if I take the distance between the back of the eye to the front of the bead chain, whatever that is, about 3/4 of a shank, that's probably about right. Something like that. And I'll tie it in. Need a couple of wraps enough it's had it. Trim it away. And just tidy everything up here. And then I'm going to get a grizzly saddle hackle. This is off of a... It's actually off of the whiting hackles that are in the introductory pack, saddle pack. They tend to be a bit softer, lower grade than the sort of high-end dry fly ones that you buy. And the feathers are often that wee bit bigger as well. Ideal for your saltwater patterns and maybe streamers too. So, and it's grizzle. Again, you can adjust the colour. Olive, you could put a hot orange hackle in at this stage if you want. Just got to fill in this wee area coming up the bend. When I get to the back of the bead chain, I'll tie it off, fold it back and tie over it 2 or 3 times, and, well, snap it away if it will snap at the right place. Trim away the waste. I'm going to get my bunch of crystal flash again that I used for the mouth parts, and come down the shank, catch it with 2 wraps of thread and just pull it in, and then you can add the wraps as you go back, and then when it's all back, so it'll be clear behind the eye, just roll it back on top and tie down. And I'm going to come over the eyes again, and I'm just going to tidy all this up. And I'm going to sort of build the body slightly. And I'll grab the same saddle hackle. The Metz grade 2s are also really good for this. Size wise and all that. I'll take my thread down to the front. Right, so I've got a nice body there, and I'm just going to wind the hackle, take a full turn just at the eyes, and then down the body right to the eye, nearly stop it. Just fold the stem back, keep the thread tight, and then you can break that away. Trim so you're flat along the top, and then again, to help this fly along, make it last a bit longer, I take some thin head cement, just again, I mean this is just nail polish that I've thinned, and brush it along here, right, and you can put quite a lot on, it'll soak in, the capillary action will take it around. the Hackle stem, but it will not come onto the Hackle fibres. And then I'll just pull that crystal flash over. That will grab some of the cement as well. 3 tons is plenty there. Trim that about half the shank length or so, and just whip finish. Always do 2 on the flat flies. These are getting dragged along the bottom. The second whip finish does no harm. Trim your thread. And I like to secure that as well with a bit of varnish. Let that soak in. So there you go. There's Gorrel's Hackle shrimp. Fantastic bonefish fly, right? Totally underrated. Easy tie, right? I mean, 3 materials outside the hook and the thread, and fish love it. As I say, sort of broken coloured bottoms, sparse grass. Tie them in olive and it does work over kind of heavier grass, but it's a very good fly, and it catches other species as well. It's well worth having. So hope that was useful. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up below and subscribe to the channel. Till then guys, bye.